Danganronpa.
Okay, so are we ready for school mode? Where we've already ground up some levels beforehand. Close that. Take a drink.
Thrills, chills, kills!
So luckily, we won't have to do as much, just mindless gathering. This time we get to do mindless gathering, but we get to fill out everyone's report cards in this run. And that will be, that will be pretty much all we get to do. An A0, A Anonymous. I am doing okay. Daughter and I went on a short walk to capture Pokemons a little earlier. Didn't catch anything new, but hey, such is life. But anyway, luckily every time after this that we play the school mode, we do not have to do the prologue, and it launches us right into the first actual Monokuma build. And it's always going to start with Monokuma Casanova. It will always do Monokuma Casanova first. From here, there are several concepts he could unleash on us, but we're still going to ignore that this time, because building them gets us no effect whatsoever. And Pokemon Go is crazy popular, to the point that there's a group at work I can walk around with on break and lunch. The Pokemon repeat rate seems a lot higher than 97%, I will say that. I mean, seriously, every time I fire it up, there are like 5 Zubat in the window that I can walk to and find if I want to walk far enough. Zubat are everywhere, man. So anyway, in case you forgot, here are our stats, and we have to start with this every day. We've got most of our gatherers are at 6, a few are at 5, and our cleaners are at 7 or 8. So we should keep the place very clean and still do a pretty good job gathering stuff. Yeah, we can't stop here at Zubat Country. Something like that anyway. So, as we started out the last time, we want to start out by building the tools. We will always want to start out by building the tools because they go away after the run. The only thing that sticks around are hurt levels and the skill points. So we need pin light, screws, and branches. Assign 4 of you for each one. Pin light. Pin light. Tree branch. 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 Screws. 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 Cleaning and cleaning. And from here on out, because we've seen a full run of this, I'm going to hold down shift and speed things up. Just because. But let's see, did I even get them? Can we max out report cards? We will max out report cards on this run. It's the rest of the things that will take time. But now, instead of, because it'll take about 2.5 hours to get through one run. So it'll take up to 5 hours to get through 2 runs so we can actually see some heart events, quote unquote. But anyway, so who do we want to max out the report card of first? I'm only going to veto... Well, I'm going to try to veto the characters that Lady Mage is crazy about, because I would like her to see them. But outside of mostly Taka, and I think Chihiro and Sakura, who would we want to see most? And Aoi, I think. Those are the 4 I remember she really wanting to see. So who do we want to see first? Kyoko? Okay, we can see Kyoko. Like I said, I want to save Sakura and Chihiro for last in this. Sakura, Chihiro, Aoi, and Taka for last, to give her more time to show up. I don't know if she will. If not, she can catch the recording. But I'm going to do those last. We gotta do everybody. At least for this run. For the next run, when we're actually doing hard events, then we'll need to pick 4 or 5 people and stick with them. But for now, we'll hit everybody on this run. But we can start with Kyoko. Get in there. And so everyone is here. Kyoko should be in the back there. And this will be every bit the same as you've seen so far. The using trip tickets is useless right now, because you can't gain heart levels until you get through everyone's report card. As I've said many times, I'm just reiterating it one more time for the recording here.
Certainly. And
So yeah, the little bit of time we've spent with her on the report card is already carrying over some. So let's see, she likes creepy dolls. There they are, and we have plenty of them for her loved gifts.
thank you.
See what we bother her with. We want to... I think that text is mismatched with who's speaking it. Can't say for sure, but I don't think she's asking herself how she stays so calm.
What?
Not exactly, but you are very emotionless when you need to be.
Hey.
We've seen them.
That's what we have to do.
Cold, isn't it? She is harsh. Anything to get a reaction out of her?
In other words,
Never allow others to read emotions. Okay. Yeah, don't let them push you around.
correct.
That's her recipe for success, I guess. Not for her.
What?
Well, you don't recall it, Makoto, but we had the whole gray morality and etc. talk already, so, you know.
That's... What?
I ain't falling for it. You might fall for it, but I ain't falling for that.
What? It can't be. Why?
Not buying it.
Whew.
See? She's a good actress. It's part of why she's so good at hiding her emotions.
Hey,
Completely out of character. Yep, she played you. Tried to sit next to your router? You having connection problems, man? Yeah, we will still unlock all the skills and skill points. We will not be able to use any of them, but we have unlocked them.
This is a school. Okay.
And I'm going to speed through that because we've seen it before. Ah, good. Someone's super pumped. And what do we get for our trouble? Non-Senzu bean. Okay.
See ya later.
Okay, so they might be tired. We shouldn't have a problem. Keep you four there, and move you four over here. Let's see if this is ruinous or not. Might cause 4 people to get knocked out. We will see. Nope, everybody's fine. Yep, not complete yet, or else there would be a little star, or I think it's a star next to their report card name. And we're in the physics lab, for some unknowable, unexplainable reason.
however,
Spend some time in silence with Kyoko. You're the only one that likes these creepy dolls. You get all of the dolls. Call it a hunch? Suddenly things get serious. Finish this?
so
Okay. It does help. It's weird.
hey,
I don't think Makoto's the type to give up. Ever.
so
It's not a terrible point for someone in her position.
that's what we have to do. Hey,
And the gloves, major plot point.
indeed. So,
So she literally got burned from a bad relationship.
however,
Never really got to learn anything about her. So yeah, she's shown remarkable amounts of faith in us just to show us this much.
correct.
Well, everybody in the class trial, that's a start. Though you don't remember that.
Indeed.
Can't imagine a point where I would ever show the gloves again. I can. You know, just saying. So you have to get to the point where she could call you family, and she has all those daddy issues to work out, so, you know.
Listen,
Cheap question.
hmm?
Yes, she did. You'll never know, man.
Whew.
She likes having someone to laugh at. Yeah, that blushing.
Okay.
Ah, good. Taka's all excited about today's work. Let's go ahead and make that. And then I need poems and novels. Which means I need marbles and novels. Good. Okay. Yeah, I can send you here, I can send you here. You're in good shape. You get to rest. See, that's 5 of you there. He didn't really give them a direct motivation to build the backups other than if you successfully build him a backup, he gives you more trip tickets. And the trip tickets get used in later runs. He also said he wouldn't begin their school life until you build his backups. And at this point, nobody knows he's pure evil and will use those backups to kill him. But yeah, that's the whole motivation he really gave them. And plus, they're locked in here anyway, so they don't have anything else to do. So, Okay, you rest. You rest. screws. Four and five. Yeah, I got too many resting. I'll have a lot resting in the next run. Speed up. And nobody collapsed. Good. Okay, so that should be... Yep, Kyoko's report card is now complete. We've now seen all of her free time events. If we go bother her again, we just kind of get a quick ending and waste a present on her. So, we can move on to Junko. Because I don't think we've seen... Yeah, we have seen none of Junko's free time events. None whatsoever. Luckily, she starts out literally right next to us. So she's a little bored.
Yeah.
So she just wants to chill. Why can't we use something from school to melt the bolts? Because... reasons. I don't know if we have any acetylene torches. Be kind of useful if we did. And yeah, we need to give her a present. And let's see... Unsurprisingly, one of her favorite gifts is the ration. Gee, it's almost like they were trying to tell you something about her right there. Even though you'll probably never figure it out in the first run through of the game. But yeah, the ration is one of her favorite gifts. So we'll give her all of those.
More important.
Because no one else likes them. At least that I know of. Don't get the wrong idea about what? Which one? About missing the best part of the game because the trial was amazing?
Yeah.
And no, we're just kind of hanging out. Makoto kind of has a thing for Kyoko. We really don't want to, ruin that.
Yeah.
Your virtue, huh?
Come on.
Omega male. Great, she's just calling us a beta. Yeah, like, you don't understand Netflix and chill at this point, I think. Hang gliding! Yes, that's exactly why she would be annoyed at them. I think so. He is kinda dense that way.
For real.
I can imagine. And yeah, you did miss the best trial in the game. Mostly because of the real Junko. And her multi-personalities she just cycles through at a moment's notice. Yeah, he kinda does understand. A little bit.
Totally.
Not so sure about that. So yeah, he's super passive, so he needs an aggressive girl, apparently.
For real?
Except he kinda wants Kyoko. Kinda, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. So she wants to find him a girlfriend.
This is... Oh,
And someone's feeling upbeat.
Isn't that wonderful?
Ah, good, some energy food.
See ya later!
Use that to knock a few people and get them one more run at something. There we go. Okay, good. Your mother has been waiting for you, and you're not that late. We've basically just gotten started. So the next thing, we need small light bulbs. Is there anything else I can get? Some box cutters. Box cutters, albums, and light bulbs will be the next 3 things we go for. So I'll divide everyone up between the 2 areas. Yeah, that was a brilliant exchange, I will say that. And rest, rest, rest. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I need more people going after the heavy stuff there. There we go. Don't think we got enough light bulbs. We will see if we got enough light bulbs. Anyway, Junko round 2. No, that dates come later. That's the trip tickets. Yeah, I've got to wait until it actually pops up, but it's still not available for free to watch yet anywhere, so, you know. Interesting you would call this a date. But anyway.
But more important. This is bad.
You're bored. You're going to die from boredom. Monokuma has cures for dying from boredom. They're other types of boring, other types of death and all that we can deal with, but I don't think you want that either.
Bad, 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 bad.
That's not a thing.
Aw. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So you didn't notice until you were trapped in here. Okay.
For real.
I don't think you would.
Totally.
You've been homeless before. Okay. That's a new revelation.
Yeah.
Funny how life works like that, huh? Well, if you're bored, we have plenty of time for long stories.
But more important.
Yes, but that hasn't been revealed in-game yet. You know, I think you're missing something there, Makoto.
What the hell are they talking about? What?
Yeah, there are people that will, there are people that will try to bother you when you're homeless, yes. I can imagine it did make you stronger. And I really... wild bunny... Around here, we would get wild bunnies, yes. Bunnicula.
But more important.
Oh, when we graduate... won't be pretty. Uh-huh. Good to know.
What the hell is this?
Well, there is only one Monokuma, and he doesn't want to risk getting ruined, so he's not going to pop up for random talk here. So says you. Looking back on past events, yes.
For real?
Yeah, lies! You lie! So yeah, since we know this is Mukuro and not Junko, and Mukuro was the ultimate soldier, saying, I wouldn't kill anybody is a little disingenuous to say the least. No, I didn't take it serious that you wouldn't kill anybody because you totally would. Tiny crush, yeah. Just a tiny one. Possibly. Trance is useful. Too bad we will never get to actually use it.
This is a... Okay.
How are you?
Ah, good. You can clean extra fast. Not like you're really falling behind there, but you know.
Isn't that wonderful? See ya later!
Hopefully I will never need that non-senzu bean. Oh, good. Cleaning's more efficient. Yeah, I need 2 more light bulbs, and 3 more box cutters, and a bunch of that stuff. But yeah, just for this, light bulbs, box cutters, and yeah, art room stuff. Okay. Most people are going to be worn down now. I need the good-feeling people in here to get aluminum cans. Yeah, that'll work for now. We won't catch everything we need for too much stuff, but you know. Oh, I have no idea. Nonsenzu bomb. So anyway, more Junko. I can't remember if she has 3 or 4 events we have to see.
But more important.
So let's see what revelation she has for us this time. Me and me alone, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
True intentions? Fed up with all this? Yeah, the place you go is completely random. It doesn't matter, I mean, it just kind of picks one of the schoolrooms at random for these. So we all get carried away and rush face first into stuff that we are ultimates in. So, life goals are a bit different than what she's ultimate in. Okay.
What can we do? Yeah.
So she's kind of been locked in since she can remember, and now she's thinking it's time for a change. And she wants to start looking for it. Yeah, it is kind of funny that way. She's not talking about her... She's not talking about her ultimate soldier. She is talking about being an ultimate despair that she's, you know, kind of set her goals on. But the thing is, having all these friendships around school, most notably Makoto's friendship, has kind of changed her mind a little bit. She doesn't so much want the despair as badly. Yeah, you literally cannot get all of their events in the first run. I think Sayaka, you might be able to get all 3 of them? I think there's only 3 for her. But, yeah, you literally don't have enough slots to get all of Junko's. Or Leon's. That's a good point. Maybe the important thing is that you just keep looking for whatever makes you happy. Deep thoughts.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah, so with the cool speech, we get a promise of not being the first one dead from her. Go figure. And this is usually talk that you've reached the end of their report card when you hear about the "we've become friends in the truest sense" or what have you.
Seriously?
Yeah, you kind of got to get out first. And again, charisma is actually a fairly useful skill. We just never get to use it because it's kind of difficult to know you need to pick Junko first.
It's a school announcement. Okay then.
And we get to fail. Same stuff we saw earlier. So now he wants us to make the Monokuma Entertainment System, which we will completely fail to do. Oh good, Leon's pumped. And we get... free cleaning upgrades.
See ya later!
Which we will be using those at the end of the run. So, let's see. Still need another light bulb. Great statue. We can make one, but we need more of everything. Chisels and aluminum cans. Chisels, aluminum cans, and light bulbs. You get to take a day off cleaning. You can look for chisels. I've only got one person going there. So that should be 2 down. Yep. Junko is now finished. So, discounting the characters that, Lady Mage is most looking forward to seeing, who should we go after next? I can remember that Chihiro, Sakura, Aoi, and, Taka are kind of the last 4 we're going to do here, just to give her the most time possible. Who do we want to see next? Celeste? Because we will be going through everybody here. Byakuya? Okay. We've seen a couple of his events, so there will be less to do. Where was he hiding? I think he's hiding down this hallway. There he is. He's still going to be a jerk. This will be no surprise to anyone. And we get to spend his name in silence. We get to spend time with him in silence. So, yay. Let's do the smartest present imaginable here. If I can find it.
This is...
Give him the golden gun. I have 5 of them, man. It's not that surprising.
naturally.
He's a literal 1%er.
So, in other words... What?
There can be, or you may not want a meaning. Well, to you, everyone here is that 99%, so, you know. Good old Byakuya, still a jerk. Quite possibly. Kind of a jerk. Okay, total jerk, but you know. You think so, huh? Yeah, it ain't a race, man. Get ready for angry Togami.
What?
Yeah. Well, it's not our fault that you don't talk about your life, you know.
What?
Yeah, kind of an interesting little twist with Byakuya's story here. If you don't know his story. Yeah, he's calling us spoiled. And in one very particular sense, he's not completely wrong. But he's still mostly wrong. Yeah, just wait till you get to the last trial, man. He's gonna walk headlong into battle and you're going to be stuck there dumbfounded.
Such ignorance.
Yeah, once we told him that he was, guaranteed success from birth, yeah, he kind of flipped out on that. We'll find out more in a minute.
Okay.
So it is now time for the double...
It's true.
Excuse me. Time for the double free time day. This means we don't have to deal with the gathering stuff. All we have to do is go talk to people. Oddly enough, we're in the archery range, the dojo. And just to let you know, the first part before the fade out and the bit where you get to give them a present is also kind of randomly assigned from one of, I think, 3 different responses to you trying to spend time with someone. So whatever happens walking with silence, or if he gets upset that you're next to him, has no relation on how close you are to him. And we're gonna give him more weaponry, because he's the only one that likes it.
I see.
And notice this time it's vulgarity. So this is also randomly assigned from one of a few lines. Bird in the hand, worth 2 in the bush. Very common saying.
What?
Yeah, kind of. Or it means if you've got a sure thing in your hand, don't go for the nearly impossible dream. Yeah, we've made Togami mad. We better give him another gun.
So in other words...
And he's given us a job offer. I guess making him mad passes the, interview phase with him. Yeah. We could never hope to earn more than $100,000 a year. But as his secretary, we would be guaranteed ample salary and job security for the rest of his life. And because it's his birthday today, how about he gives us, 5.5 times that? Yeah, that is kind of board member money for his personal secretary.
What?
But you know, we would be expected to do more than just typical secretary work. Where we had projects and stuff for him.
So, in other words,
No reason to refuse, huh? This is Makoto you're talking about here. You don't know him that well. Yeah, he says no. Which infuriates a now Togami with 2 guns. Literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
so that's it.
Not exactly. Yeah, he doesn't want to just be handed the job. He wants to earn it. Which makes him contemplative. And this kind of throws him for a loop.
I see.
Because it was a test.
Naturally.
Sure it does, you Sunder. Sundari. However you want to pronounce that. I can't remember.
What?
Yeah, that sounds suspicious. And you never will.
Interesting.
Baka Yatoga. And I don't think we're quite done with him yet. Yep, we're not done with him yet.
What?
So let's give him another gun.
This is... naturally.
Ominous music time. kind of the point. Really now.
Not possible.
Uh-huh. Are you sure about that? Sure you don't want to flash the little L on your forehead sign? I mean, come on, it would go with this.
That's enough. That's right.
How about if your entire family is wiped out? Would that change your mind? So let's learn a little bit about what the Chosen actually means.
That's fine.
Backstory!
So, in other words,
Let's learn a little bit about the Tagami family, huh? Has a very peculiar inheritance system. Yeah. So, in essence, his father basically went around the world, impregnated a bunch of women to get as many kids as possible, and then it gets all Highlander up in there. There can be only one. Yeah, the children have to compete to become the heir.
that's right.
15, huh? That number seems to keep popping up for you. And he was the youngest out of all of them.
What?
So yeah, that's kind of a screwed up thing, isn't it? He won his title in open combat. This little stick figure of a dude here managed to beat, 14 other people in open combat. That's kind of scary. So yeah, that's why he kind of got upset when we said he was born chosen.
In other words,
Yeah, what about your siblings? Dead.
stop talking.
But dead to the family, anyway. Or some of them could be totally relieved that they do not have to continue this cycle. That's a possibility.
So, in other words,
Yeah, I don't think you managed to win alone, though.
Don't make me repeat myself. In the name of my family. Goodbye.
Yeah, and that's kind of him saying, yeah, my report card's full. You don't have to bother with me anymore.
This is a school announcement. Okay then. Sweet dreams, every...